For Daily Ask Reddit. Medical workers of Reddit, what is the most unexpected thing you have pulled out of someone's ass? Not a butthole, but I had a patient that stuck a pen up his penis because he couldn't sleep and was bored. I have a friend who's a PA and she showed us a picture of an x-ray of man who had 2 5-pound weights crisscrossed in his rectum. I have a friend who's a PA and she showed us a picture of an x-ray of man who had 2 5-pound weights crisscrossed in his rectum. I've told this story on Reddit before. It is my sister's favorite story to tell. She's a surgical nurse and they had a guy come in with a pool noodle up his ass. It was so far up there that they had to cut open his abdomen to get to his colon and intestine and cut them open to cut it out of him piece by piece. He claimed that he fell on it, but she says they found a condom stretched over the end of it. Barbie doll. Her little arms were up in the air, like she dived right in intentionally. If I ever get something stuck in my ass I want to tell the doctors it's a crazy story, man. 1 in a million chance. I was ducking myself in the ass and I couldn't get it back out. What are the odds, right? You know what happened. Don't even ask. Just get it out, so we can both move on with our lives. Me, shoving things in my asshole. You telling everybody you know about this story. Not me but a nurse friend. Guy came into the ER with a butternut squash in the old prison wallet. Doc got it out and told Jude that it did a lot of damage and if he did it again, he'd die. Jude did it again. He died. My friend will never eat butternut squash again. Surgical tech here. We had a patient come in and was complaining of abdominal pain. Turns out he had a pear shoved up there. Midway through pulling the pear out we discovered a second one. They're soft so we have to pull it out in pieces. Doc said when he asked about the second pear he was shocked and said he must have forgotten. Meth is bad, kids. Another time we had a frequent flyer come in with a shower curtain ring stuck up his urethra. We had to use bolt cutters to get it out. God, I miss level 1 trauma. So my mother is a radiographer. She once x-rayed a guy who had an entire unbroken light bulb up his ass. His excuse was that he was putting cream on his hemorrhoids when his dog ran into his legs and he fell backwards onto a lamp. It was taped to a stick, and when they removed it, it had a condom over it. My dad had to pull a Coca-Cola can out of a woman's ass during his shift. Unopened for those curious, she said she accidentally sat on it and it got stuck. A passed on story, but a king door. Guy had somehow managed to get his butthole stuck around the old-fashioned doorknob while it was still attached to the damn door. Wife comes home to see husband stuck on the door and calls an ambulance. While waiting the wife attempts to unscrew the handle from the other side. It's too old, both sides need to be unscrewed. EMT give it another go, but with no avail. A bright idea as the knob is too far us is asked to even entertain getting it out there, and then the door is a half barrel hinge, so they have to lift the guy up and the door. Whoop, he's semi-free, and after some careful positioning the bloke's in there with a door attached to his anus. I have no idea how the story ends, but I've always wondered if the fire brigade would have been a better option.